What's up, everybody? Well, up until this point, we've solved either a pure series or a pure parallel circuit. Well, now we're going to be looking at compound circuits. So these are combinations of both series and parallel circuits. So I got two of these for you today. And again, when I say solving circuits, I typically mean we're going to find the voltage across each resistor, the current through each resistor, and the power dissipated by each resistor. So we'll do each of these one at a time. And again, we're going to be using series and parallel concepts. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and rewatch or watch the series parallel video. All right, let's get started. So here's our first circuit. And again, it's a complicated looking circuit as is. So what you're going to do, you're ultimately going to try to simplify this into a one resistor circuit. Now, unlike in the last one, when you have a series or parallel only circuit, you can just simplify it in one go. But this one, you got to do some steps. So for example, what I want you to notice is that the 4 ohm resistor and the 12 ohm resistors are connected to each other in parallel. So what we're going to do is we're going to solve the equivalent resistance for the 4 ohm and the 12 ohm. So remember, to find the equivalent for a parallel circuit, we use the sum of the reciprocals. So we're going to go 1 over R equals 1 over 4 plus 1 over 12. Okay, and so go ahead and solve that. I'm going to just do it quickly, but you should probably do the work just to double check that you get the same thing I get. So I get 3 ohms. So then I'm going to redraw my circuit. So I'm going to take this complicated circuit, I'm going to simplify it into a slightly simpler circuit where the 20 volt stays the same, the 2 ohm stays the same, but now my 412 combination, the equivalent to that is 3 ohms. So now if you look at this circuit, you can see, oh, that's a nice little series circuit. So we're going to simplify it one more time, and we're going to go 20 ohms, keep saying ohms, 20 volts is our battery. That never changes here, right? And then this is going to be 5 ohms. That's our ultimate R equivalent. So if I ask you what is the equivalent resistance of this circuit, you're going to say 5 ohms. So the next step, once you've simplified it, is we're just going to solve for missing values. And by that I mean missing voltages or missing currents, depending on what we're missing. So for example, on the simple circuit, we know the voltage, we know the resistance, so we're missing the current. So remember, current is going to be voltage over resistance. So we're going to go 20 volts divided by 5 ohms equals 4 amps. So I'm going to draw that on this circuit. This is 4 amps coming out of the battery. And what I'm going to do is just kind of work my way backwards. So I first went one way, went complicated, less complicated, easiest, least complicated, and then we're going to work back on each circuit. So for example, we have 4 amps coming out of the battery here, right? That's what we just found out. Well, what we're missing is the voltage across each of these resistors. So we're going to use Ohm's law to do that. So we'll go V equals I times R. So for the 3 ohm, that's going to be 4 amps times 3 gives me 12 volts across the 3 ohm. We'll do the same for the 2 ohm. So that's going to be 4 times 2 gives me 8 volts. Now remember, we can use Kirchhoff's voltage law to check our answers here. We started with 20 volts. We have 8 volts across and 12 volts, right? That adds up to 20. So we're doing good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to now reach the original circuit. So remember, we had 4 amps coming out of the battery. And then we found that voltage drop across the 2. That was 8 ohms. Sorry, 8 volts. That's the voltage drop across the 2. We also know that these are in parallel. And remember, what's a key idea with parallel resistors? They have the same voltage. And in fact, remember the 412 combination was equivalent to the 3 ohm. So for the 3 ohm resistor, we had 12 volts across that. So that means there's 12 volts across the 4 and 12 volts across the 12. So at this point now, we're going to find the last missing thing, which is a current through each of these. So this one's going to be, again, we'll use Ohm's law, I equals V over R. So this one's going to be 12 volts divided by 4 ohms. Means there's 3 amps moving through this circuit, this resistor. We'll do the same. This one's easy, right? 12 volts divided by 12 ohms means there's 1 amp through this resistor. And lastly, we can do a check. We can say, oh, there's 4 amps through here. That splits off, right? 3 amps goes one way, and 1 amp goes the other way. That adds up to 4. When they come back together, they add back up to 4. Kirchhoff's current law. So at this point, powers are really, those are trivial, right? Since power equals current times voltage, the 2 ohms is going to be 4 times 8, which is 32 watts. The 12 ohm is going to be 12 times 1, which is 12 watts. And this one, the 4 ohm is going to be 3 times 12, which is 36 watts. Okay, let's go ahead and try the next one. So before I solve this circuit, why don't you pause the video, see if you can do it. See if you learned enough from that first video to figure this one out. All right, did you give it a sincere shot? Let's go ahead and do it together. So remember, the first step should be to simplify everything down to one resistor. So the first thing you're going to want to notice is that this 2 and this 4, those are combined together as a series combination. So we're going to redraw this circuit. So the 36 stays the same, 36 volts. And then we're just going to fix the series. We'll leave the 12 alone. So remember, for series, our series is pretty easy, right? You just add them up. So 2 plus 4 equals 6 ohms. So this is the 6 ohm combination. So then the next thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and simplify this down to a single resistor. So this is a parallel combination. So you're going to want to go 1 over 6 plus 1 over 12 equals 1 over R. I'll let you go ahead and do it. I'm getting 4 ohms for the equivalent for that one, 36 volts. All right, now we're just going to work our way backwards, solving for unknowns until we reach the original circuit. All right, so we're missing current here, so I equals V over R. So that's 36 over 4, which gives us 9 amps. So it means there's 9 amps coming out of the battery. So let's go ahead and place that newfound information over here, 9 amps coming out of the battery. So then what we want to notice is this is our parallel circuit, right? So you should know how to solve this. So we notice that there is one resistor directly connected to 36. So the current through here should be 36 divided by 6, which gives us 6 amps through here. This one is going to be 36 volts over 12 amps. That gives us 3 amps through here. Okay, do the Kirchhoff check. We got 9 amps coming in. We got 6 and 3 coming out, right? Or 9 coming out. And then those come back together to give us 9 going back into the battery. All right, let's place that newfound information on our master circuit. So this was 9 amps. Through this branch, we got 3 amps. And the voltage across this is 36. The current through here is 6 amps. So the missing value on this circuit is the voltage across each of these resistors. So again, we're going to be using V equals I times R. So we have 6 times 2 gives us 12 volts across this resistor. And we'll repeat for this. So this is going to be 6 amps times 4 ohms gives us 24 volts. And that's it. We can do the check, right? We got 12 volts and 24 volts adds up to our 36 volts here. And there we go. And again, once you know this, power is pretty trivial, but let's just do it to finish up the problem. So 3 times 36 gives us 108. So this would be 108 watts. We have 6 amps times 12 volts. That gives us 72 watts. And lastly, we have 24 volts times 6 amps. That gives us 144 watts. So I hope you actually pause the video and try this on your own. And I really hope that you were able to solve it. So that ends this particular video. I am going to do a bunch more of these compound circuits just so you can just see, we'll make them crazier and crazier and crazier as we go. All right, let me know if you have any questions below, and I will talk to you soon.